Jennifer Griffin is live. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where Clinton and Mrs. Obama just wrapped up that rally. That one seemed high energy, to steal a phrase.
High energy, and Shepard, this is the largest crowd that we have seen yet on the campaign trail for Hillary Clinton. There is a reason that the campaign has turned to Michelle Obama, the First Lady of the United States, to make their closing argument. There is no person, no politician more popular right now in the United States, and you heard a very emotional appeal from not only the First Lady, but also from a mother who is talking about this election through the eyes of children and how they have seen this election and what a role model the president has to play. She paid tribute to Hillary Clinton. There have not always been close relations between the Clintons and the Obamas. There was a hard-fought race back in 2008. As you mentioned, Barack Obama lost North Carolina by 17 votes per precinct back in 2008. He won by just 2 votes per precinct in 2012. Her strongest argument today was, don't let the other side suppress the vote. Don't let them depress you. Don't let the dirty and nasty rhetoric of this campaign cause you to sit this one out. 2 votes per precinct. That would be 14,000 votes that Barack Obama won North Carolina by back in 2012. There were about 14,000 people inside this Coliseum at Wake Forest. If all those people go straight to early voting and vote, that could make a difference. There's been early voting here since last Monday, and we're told by campaign officials that already in North Carolina alone, 881,000 people have already cast their votes, and about 13 million people across the country have already voted.
Wow.
Shepard?
13 million. Think of that. You know, big picture speaking from a campaign standpoint, Jennifer, when you have one enormous card to play, and you can play it anywhere across the nation. She could have played it in any of like 7 battleground states, among any kind of different demographics. Why break out the Michelle Obama card on this day in that place?
Very interesting question, Shepard. And you've heard Tim Kaine, Hillary Clinton's running mate, call North Carolina the checkmate state. That means that they feel that North Carolina is the state in which they can block, if they win, that they can block Donald Trump's electoral map. And so his electoral chances, if they win North Carolina, and they also see the demographics of North Carolina, very strong African-American voting population, as well as a very large Latino population. You might not think of North Carolina that way, but the campaign told me today that the early voting returns from those early votes cast suggest that Latinos are voting 44% more in North Carolina this election than 4 years ago. So they believe the demographics here are such that Michelle Obama could fire up the base and get African-American voters in particular, women in particular, to go to the polls and make a difference here.
From the hall there, Jennifer, just from a TV perspective, all of us watching on TV, in the beginning it felt like the crowd was so anxious and so into it that it was hard for the speaker, in this case Mrs. Obama, to find her rhythm. But then eventually they seemed to figure her cadence out. What was your take?
Well, it's interesting. Before she came out, the crowd here, again, about 14,000 strong, were doing the wave. It felt like a basketball game. It felt like a Final Four game. It was the electric energy in the audience. It's something we haven't seen at Hillary Clinton rallies. Remember, she's been getting about 2,500 people at her rallies. So this was a lot more energy. They were hanging on Michelle Obama's every word. But Michelle Obama also said that the tribute that Hillary Clinton paid to her was very emotional, and she admitted it threw her off her game a little at first. And I think there were some moments where Michelle Obama tried to get the crowd to respond with the phrase that she started and launched at the Democratic Convention, they go low, we go high. Normally the crowd knows what to say in response, but then she threw in that they need to say, they go low, we vote. So the crowd didn't know what the answer was supposed to be. But clearly the message throughout this was that if you are a mother, if you are a daughter, that Hillary Clinton, who is the daughter of an orphan, that she will be a role model for children. And that is a theme in this closing argument that you're going to hear more and more from Michelle Obama in these last 12 days. Shepard.
The tireless Jennifer Griffin on the road again, this time in Winston-Salem with 12 to go. Jennifer, good luck and thank you.